The breakout of 3 inmates from the famous prison in 1962 has been the subject of wild speculation for more than half a century. Now, a handwritten letter is again raising questions about whether the men survived the frigid waters and deadly currents of San Francisco Bay.
What are the odds of surviving in the middle of freezing waters while escaping from an island prison? Chances are slim, but it seemed like that night the odds were in favor of the prisoners. Before moving to the topic, make sure that you subscribe to our channel. The US Penitentiary on Alcatraz Island, also simply known as Alcatraz, was a high-security federal prison situated 1.25 miles off the coast in San Francisco. It is well known for a number of reasons, most notably for 3 inmates daring attempt to break out of the prison. What makes this story even more intriguing, though, is that one of the escapees actually wrote a letter to the FBI 50 years after managing to do so. It might be demonstrated that at least one of the inmates lived thanks to a letter purporting to be from a man named John Anglin. Anglin is one of 3 individuals whose whereabouts have been unknown since their 1962 breakout from Alcatraz. Ever since brothers John and Clarence Anglin, along with inmate Frank Morris, disappeared, the official story has been they didn't make it, reports John Blackstone of CBS News. However, a letter obtained by CBS San Francisco claims all 3 lived well into old age. "My name is John Anglin," the letter begins. "I escaped from Alcatraz in June 1962. Yes, we all made it that night, but barely." Anglin's cell is now a favourite stop for tourists who can see the vent he squeezed through when he and the others made their break, then floated off the island in a homemade raft. "It's always been talked about through the family," said John Widner, a nephew of John and Clarence Anglin. "My grandmother received roses for several years after the escape," Widner said. John and Clarence's signatures were on the cards that came along with those flowers. The letter was received by San Francisco police in 2013, but never before made public. "I really haven't concluded whether I believe that it's John reaching out or not," Widner said. CBS San Francisco recently received the letter, which was written in 2013 and addressed to the San Francisco Police Department. The author, who identifies himself as Anglin, reports that Frank Morris and his brother Clarence Anglin, who were also escapees, have passed away. Anglin 3 years later and Morris in 2008. He writes, "I'm 83 years old and in bad shape. I have cancer. Yes, we just about made it that evening as a group." The author of the letter writes, "If you announce on TV that I will be promised to first go to jail for no more than a year and get medical attention, I will write back to let you know exactly where I am. This is no joke." Many believed the 3 men perished in the icy water, but authorities have never been certain if they made it out alive. The FBI lab examined the handwriting, probed for fingerprints and looked for DNA, but the results were equivocal, the US Marshals told CBS. The network claims that they now view the lead as closed and without merit. Do you think this is real? What are the chances of the inmates safely escaping the island prison? That's all for now, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, then don't forget to hit that like button. And if you want to stay updated with more great content like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking the red button and ringing the notification bell so you never miss any future content from me.